Art is thriving in the Cedar Valley. It's everywhere. But if you don't know where to look, you could miss it. This is your local arts perspective. This is the Arts Overlook. Hi there, and welcome to the newest edition of the Arts Overlook. Each episode, we look at different arts and entertainment stories circulating around Cedar Falls, Iowa. This edition will tell you about an exciting event taking place at Iowa Public Radio's Cedar Falls Studios, give you a virtual tour of one of the state's finest performing arts centers, and even let you take in some of Mother Nature's best work here in Cedar Falls. Our first story features a contest that will allow one Iowa band the chance to play the big stage at an established music festival in Des Moines. Here's more. Iowa Public Radio is affording local musicians a rare chance at a significant step for their band's exposure. Acts from across the state traveled to IPR Studio 1 in Cedar Falls recently to audition for a spot in the lineup at Des Moines' 8035 Music Festival.
Last year we had recorded a good deal of material on one of their stages, and this year we wanted to be more directly involved, so we've partnered with Wellmark and the 8035 folks to sponsor a play-in that will help some of our Iowa bands get involved as well.
IPR began this process by encouraging Iowa bands to submit some examples of their music. The call initially went out on their nightly music show, aptly called Night Music, which itself often features a wide range of local live studio performances.
We had submissions from over 80 bands, which I was very pleased with. And we took those submissions. We had a couple of folks from my staff, from Iowa Public Radio's music department, and two people from the 8035 staff. That was our panel, basically, and they judged those submissions based on 4 criteria. And we came up with 8 semifinalists, and we've invited those 8 semifinalists to play on Night Music.
The 8 bands competing at the 8035 play-in semifinals include Ames's Lady Soul, Iowa City's Emperor's Club, Wapello's The White Elephant, Waterloo's The Beat Strings, Des Moines' Seedlings, Sunshine's on Madeline, Ames' The Wireframes, Des Moines' Holy White Hounds, and Love Songs for Lonely Monsters, another Des Moines band. The experience and style of each band is unique, yet IPR strives to give each act equal treatment. But whether or not one of these bands move on to the next round, getting to perform their music live on the air to the entire state is a perk in itself.
Well, it seems to me there are fewer and fewer opportunities to get in front of a live audience. You know, there's a number of opportunities to get your music online. You can make your own CD. It's recording and editing tools are becoming more and more compact, so it is easier to get your music disseminated, but to actually get in front of a live audience is becoming a rare opportunity. So we felt it was a really good reason for us to get involved and help some of our Iowa musicians make the best of an opportunity to get in front of what may be the biggest audience they've played in front of to date.
There are other Iowa bands that do play at the 8035 Festival, so they're kind of like getting a chance to jump ahead a few spaces and get to that level quicker. So it's a great opportunity for them, and anytime we can have live music on, it's an opportunity for us as well.
If you missed a few or all of the 8035 play-in night music performances, no need to worry. Audio and video from each act is posted online at ipr.org. There you can also rate each performance and help decide which 3 bands deserve the chance to advance to the final round of the contest. Voting will remain open through May 25th. Once the 3 finalists are determined, they will be invited to perform live in front of an audience in Des Moines at the Gas Lamp June 21st. Another round of voting will ensue, and one band will be given a slot on the same stage that will hold national acts like Death Cab for Cutie and the Avett Brothers.
The 8035 Festival is becoming a very, very important festival in the state, and it's going to be a great opportunity for them to get in front of a very discerning audience and a large audience and show them what they've got.
8035 takes place in downtown Des Moines, July 6th and 7th. In just its 5th year of existence, over 30,000 people attend this festival that has helped boost the credibility of Iowa's live music scene. And in some ways, it has shared the same vision that Al Shares and the IPR's music department strives to achieve.
The mission of Iowa Public Radio is to engage Iowans and enrich their lives and make cultural connections throughout the state and really reflect this sense of place, reflect Iowa's sense of place and promote what Iowans are creating artistically and culturally. And that's part of our mission, and that's why we decided it was important for us to get involved with a festival like 8035.
A gem of an arts facility called Cedar Falls is home, and we were fortunate enough to get a personal tour that we will share with you all. Travis Duncan, the Assistant Technical Director at the Gallagher-Bluedorn Performing Arts Center, takes us around this wonderful place.
Hi, I'm Travis Duncan. I'm the Assistant Tech Director here at Gallagher, and welcome to Gallagher-Bluedorn. Today we're going to give you a brief tour of what's going on here in the building. We actually are a facility that opened in April of 2000. We actually have 3 different halls. We have the Great Hall, which seats about 1,600. We have Davis Hall, which holds about 150, and JB Hall, which is worth about 75. Looking forward to showing you around the building. This is Davis Hall. It is a small recital hall for the School of Music. It is used all the time for classroom settings, for small recitals, and as a warm-up space for the Great Hall. One of the fun facts about this room is it actually is connected to the Great Hall via an underground tunnel, so that cast can warm up in this space and show up on the Great Hall stage and never see the patrons. Next, we're going to see JB Hall. This is JB Hall. It is also a school music space. It is primarily used for choir rehearsal and for organ rehearsal. We actually have one of the very few wooden pipe organs built in the U.S., and it was built for this space. It was a custom piece. This room is also used for some small lectures for the Great Hall. Next, we'll see the Great Hall. This is the Great Hall. This is the largest of the 3 performance spaces here at Gallagher. We actually can hold 1,600 plus seats in here. We have held shows that include Broadways, rock shows, ice shows, circus shows, and of course our local symphony and our local School of Music. We support all those events here. On average, we do about 180 events in 180 days. Sometimes that includes more than 1 show a day, and we do that with a staff of about 65 students, 14 full-time staff, and a lot of nights and weekends. But we're here to serve the Cedar Valley. We're here to entertain you and to educate and to inspire. Next, we're going to look at a couple of the control booths here at Gallagher and show you how we do some of the backstage magic. Here in the control rooms, we control most of the aspects of the lighting, audio, and video that you see here at shows at Gallagher. We can also, from these rooms, also broadcast shows to other venues on campus or across the world. Here's the loading dock. This is where all the shows show up to us. We do not build shows here at Gallagher. We actually receive shows on semi-trucks or trailers, build them in one day, show them, present them to you folks, and then put them back in the truck, usually in less than 24 hours. The facility was built to do this very quickly. They give us 2 dock bays, and this Great Hall stage is right there, so it's easy for us to load shows in, present them to you, and get them back on the road for their next venue. And this is the green room. This is kind of our last stop here on the Gallagher tour. I just wanted to have you stop here and take a look at it. This is really the artist's living room when they show up here. Artists travel on the road all the time, and when they get to a venue, they need downtime like the rest of us. So we try to make this room as comfortable as we can. We got leather couches, big screen TVs. Their catering and their food's usually in here, so it's just like a big living room for them. Make sure they're well rested and ready to go perform and give the best show for you guys. Thanks for taking the tour with us. Like I say, the facility has been a great asset to the university and to the Cedar Valley in general.
At the Arts Overlook, we believe that art is everywhere, and one of its most prevalent locations is in nature. So, when we have time at the end of a given episode, we've decided to capture some images of Mother Nature's masterpiece at different spots in Cedar Falls. Our first location is the Big Woods area, just north of 1st Street. Enjoy. That'll about do it for this edition of the Arts Overlook, but first we'll show you what's going on in the area for the next week or two with our arts calendar. Thanks for watching and see you next time.